All right, so how about performance, okay? We know that this operates around 10 miles per hour, which seems adequate for our application, but as how experienced our operators are, we could go faster and we might be able to get more work done.
Well, innately you can go faster. This unit can go upwards of 12.4 miles an hour. Now, in many conditions, that's something you don't need either way. This truck is very intelligent in that sense and can actually control the performance parameters on a pro or eco mode setting. Inside of that, you can actually dial it even more specifically to how you want the performance to mirror. Do you have some operators, we know that you do, that are a little more seasoned and others that aren't? Well, you'll set the truck up to suit either one.
That would be great for newer operators, for sure.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah. How about lifting and lowering? You know, we do lift at a decent level as far as lifting up and down. I think it's like 128 feet per minute, but we do have to depress our inching pedal, okay? And then we have to mash our accelerator pedal so we can raise those forks as fast as possible. That works okay, but the truck gets louder when we do that and we realize we're wasting fuel. So that seems kind of inefficient.
Well, it is inefficient. It's a very common practice because you're trying to get to that pallet quicker. That's an understandable thing. And it has to be done that way because we're actually using that extra power to channel it through and up so we can get there quicker. The thing is, on an electric truck, we have very comparable speeds on the lifting side, but we have drastically improved speeds on the lowering side. Further to that point, when we're actually lowering with these units, we're regenerating power the entire time. So this truck is going to last very long as it should run through your shift.
So rather than wasting power like we are, you're actually regenerating power?
Yeah, you're in a positive situation as it relates to power.
That's crazy. I was kind of looking at the size as we talked about. Does this have enough ground clearance to do what we need to do? You know we have some uneven surfaces out there where we climb a little bit. So as far as gradability and moving on those uneven surfaces in just the basic ground clearance, is it similar?
Very much so. Now it may appear, and commonly it's depicted as having less clearance. And in certain elements, maybe the chassis, it may. But what you need to consider is that the first and foremost lowest pinch point of clearance is going to be the mast. The bottom of the channels of the mast are going to be the first thing that impacts. And I'd have you know that this truck and that truck are separated by a very finite margin, something of a point of an inch. So when you really actually compare them, they're very much the same.